Hello, welcome back to Distant Worlds 2. We are continuing our playthrough here. 137 colonies and a negative cash flow, but we just started the game. I think that's going to end up recalculating at some point in the relatively near future. We are also still at war, although I'm hoping they give me a peace offer soon because I really do want to get to peace. I need this war weariness to come down and my budgets to kind of stabilize. So I certainly don't want to shy away from getting to a point where I'm at peace. So let's keep an eye on this while we bombard the planet. And I just want to get to a point where they make me a peace offer. So let's see if that happens or not. Get rid of some of these messages here. I think the finances will stabilize in a little bit, I hope. I feel like we were like close to a 0 or almost positive cash flow when we ended the last episode, so I'm not really sure where all the negativity is coming from, but I am worried that that's going to affect my troops. It's going to start deleting troops out from under me, which is always a little bit of a concern. Where are we at when it comes to my fleets? Let's take a look. Let's sort by name. I haven't played this in a couple days, so I'm kind of resituating myself to where things are at the moment. Okay, it wants to build stuff even though I'm negative cash flow, which is kind of interesting. We do still have the population growth going on for a little bit. So we have a couple manual fleets bombarding planets. Now this is the bombard fleet that I was creating, and the intention of this was to actually fly out and just have a fleet that does nothing but bombard the hell out of planets. So we'll see how that works in the long run, but I think we have some over in this general direction at the moment because we were gonna force them over here to help with bombarding that planet. We do have a healthy amount of troops available in general that we could potentially fly over here to try to take over this planet, but it looks like yeah, they do still have a fair amount of stuff, although it is pretty beaten down. Maybe we should start heading over there with our fleet just in case we are able to make an invasion on that planet. This is the closest fleet. So let's go ahead and oh, they want peace. I will, you know what, I'm gonna take it. I'm not gonna wait again to try to capture this particular planet. It looks like they are gonna give me all of my people back, my admirals, a couple scientists, whatever, and some other stuff. So let's do that. Let's go to peace. War ends, new ambassador. All right, so we are now at peace with them, which now means we can refocus our efforts. Yeah, I don't want these guys doing anything, so let's let our war weariness tick down, and then we can come over here and start attacking these guys. I don't want these guys recovering too much, though. I definitely want to go back to war with them as soon as I can, but I really just need this war weariness to come down so that my cash can go up. So let's let that tick away for a little while. We certainly are doing a decent job of keeping our military strength up. Yeah, see, it's already, as it's ticking down, this is already starting to go up. How is our... Oh, it went straight to neutral. Interesting. Oh, they have a defense pack now. Well, that's going to be a little more challenging because now I'll have to fight these guys too. I think the hope is that we could just take these guys out. There are no... I mean, they're in a pack with these guys, but I don't mind going to war with both of them at the same time. There we go. We are starting to go cash positive again. I forgot we were establishing new colonies. That actually is the planet that we were fighting for a very long time. We finally got around to recolonizing it, which is great. All right, let's take a look and see if there's any... No more locations. We got one location here. Do I have construction ships? I do. Let's look at mining options. Looks like we have a lot of places flagged to start building mining locations, so let's continue that. Hopefully we'll get to all of it in time. The Haspis is growing really rapidly. I'm not too happy with that. Let's try to position ourselves to take over some of these places. Now, the Mortallons, they are the United Talus group only has 7 colonies. The Mortallons have like 20, so they got a little more of a spread. But I definitely want to take these guys over. So we are going to have to deal with gravity wells at these planets, along with planetary shield generators, so we just need to be prepared for that. You need to be topped up, because you don't have the heavy destroyers that we need. This bombard fleet is slowly coming along. The problem is I don't have enough of the right material to build them. That's the current challenge. All right, let's take a look at colonies. Yeah, look at this. There's a lot of planets with high suitability that I could colonize, so we should probably start working on that. Yes, I want to build the colony ship. Okay, that's all the ones above plus 20. I really need this war weariness to tick down as much as possible. Yeah, I'm not worried about this. All right, so this is where stuff gets a little confusing because we have similar colors here. So that's not us. Yeah, neither one of these are us. So we want to take this over for sure. This... Yeah, our color's just a little bit different. So we got to take this. This is all Mortallon along here. Well, we got these ones, but you can see the slight color shift here, which is very frustrating. But part of the reason I want to take them out is just so I could read the map easier. I think I've been saying that since the beginning of the game, to be honest. But this war weariness just has to come down. I don't want to go into another war right away. Now, I could start invading and not go to war. But if they declare war on me, it'll start becoming a problem. What are you doing? Looks like we're trying to come over here and attack them. Are we mostly here? Does appear to be that way. Invasion Fleet 3 is here as well, which has a fair amount of troops, so I think it'll be okay. Well, let's go ahead and hop over here. We might as well aggravate them a little bit. We do have some heavy destroyers, so we can bombard the planet. I really want this bombard fleet to get done, though, because I think that's going to make a pretty big difference. We should be able to swoop in and very quickly clear off all the protections that the planet has. I might as well send over the invasion fleet as well, which also has heavy destroyers in it, so I'm surprised the war weariness isn't ticking down quicker. I would have thought it would have been dropping a little faster than it is. All right, so these techs, I think they're cheap enough to the point where I think we could probably queue up multiple techs at the same time. So let's go to our settings and adjust that. So if we go to research, we can do like 3 at the same time. I think that's fine. Oh, there it goes. Just dropped by a fair amount. This menu is extremely laggy. Interesting. All right, well, we're somewhat cash positive now. And I think most of my attack fleet to... Oh, I hit the wrong button. Spin that back. I think most of my attack fleet 2 is over here at this point. Clearing this out. Or no, they're just hanging out. Never mind, it was just paused. They are actually attacking, which is great. We should fairly quickly take out all this enemy fleet, and then we'll start bombarding the planet. And really, we just want to get to the point where we're taking out the troops and the protective buildings. Now the question is, war weariness is still going to drop while I'm attacking people? Not at war, so hopefully it still drops. It looks like we have done a little bit of damage. See if we could join in the fun there, because that fleet has ships that can successfully bombard the planet. We are definitely seeing some troops get lost. So we'll just keep an eye on this, and we'll make our move once the, at least once the planetary bastion's gone. There must be quite a bit of delay between the time in which those weapons can fire. Let's see if we get that bombard fleet over here. It's based in a system like very close by. All right, I'm definitely getting a little harassed here, but nothing too crazy. I'm hoping this bombardment... I have 3 different fleets bombarding this planet now. And they all have those destroyers on them, so... I'm hoping we'll start seeing some effects from that. I'm a little surprised more of the defenses haven't been destroyed, but... it is getting damaged. We can see the troops going down. It's just taking... maybe a little bit longer than I anticipated it to. That Immortalin fleet running away, it does look to be that way. Alright, I just want to destroy some of these bases because I don't want half of my troop power to be annihilated while I try to land on the planet. So I still want some of those buildings to get destroyed. These will all build automatically, so I'm not too worried about that. If we can just get a little bit more bombardment going on here, that would be great. Where is that other... so there was a 3rd fleet that I was sending over. The bombard fleet. Is that over there now? It has arrived. I see more colony ships being built, which is great. Because that means we'll start actually colonizing those planets. Alright, I see a little bit of damage being done, but they're rebuilding it quickly. Can we get a little more bombardment going on there, guys? I guess I'm still just surprised it's so little. Right? Like we have 2 fleets that have 4 to 6 ships each, and we have an independent bombardment fleet that, you know, might not be 100% right now, but it still has several ships in it, and that's still not enough to just completely annihilate the defenses of this planet. It's chipping away at it, but it's definitely not annihilating it. I mean, as soon as this planetary shield gets destroyed, it's over. Like, this planet will immediately fall. But until that happens, it's just going to be chipping away at it. And the stuff's rebuilding because it's taking too long. I feel like this fleet needs to get way more powerful. Let's bombard that planet. I feel like they're like moving away, and I don't want them to do that. We got a new planet colonized over here. Let's go ahead and build up what we need to build up there. And then let's pop back over here, because I do want to invade this planet. Like, sooner than later would be preferred. Alright, we're starting to see this shield generator get destroyed. Oh, there it is. Alright. Alright, that is all we needed to see. Let's go ahead and stop this bombardment. We're gonna stop, and then we are gonna... now we're gonna switch to attacking. Alright, I should stop bombarding, so why are you still... alright, there we go. I think we're done bombarding them. We gotta take over this one next. Probably should just hop right over there and start bombarding that. Okay. Let's just hop over there. I'll wait to send the bombard fleet till this is all cleared out. Because I want to protect these ships. They've taken a long time to build, so I kind of feel like I need to protect that fleet a little bit. We're definitely going to steamroll this planet. Let's go ahead and pause. Immediately load up whatever troops we can. Build that. We'll worry about that later. Scour the colony. Bump that population growth. Got a couple garbage techs in the process. Well, not garbage, but just, you know, not as relevant to us, I guess. All right. Hopefully they jump over there soon. I don't know what's taking them so long. I think they're mostly waiting on all the little ships to dock. All right, we got this all hopped up, so we should be able to jump over here. Hopefully, there we go. So that's the normal attack fleet, which still has all these heavy destroyers in it. We definitely have to bombard this planet because it has one of those gravity wells. I feel like it's safe for this to come in now. I don't know how these ships are getting so damaged though. It's kind of weird. All right, who else is over here? that all just the bombard fleet? There's no attack fleet 4 is over there. Okay. All right, invasion fleet 3 should be hopping off soon. I got to be careful because that planet wasn't really that big to begin with. I just want to make sure we don't bombard it to the point where it gets completely annihilated. Then again, I guess we would just colonize it. All right, so here's the old bombard fleet. Hopefully we start seeing some results once they get closer. Well, the troops are already dead. It's just the buildings that need to fall now. I really wish you could target specific facilities. But it's fine. They all eventually get destroyed. Alright, there it goes. So we are gonna switch to attacking. You are just gonna chill out, and you're gonna chill out too. Put you back to attack mode. If you go try to fly off somewhere else, even though, well, yeah, actually you can now. Alright, so that planet should be pretty straightforward to take. We need to start queuing up a couple more techs here. Let's go ahead and zoom out on this tech tree a little bit. There's not a whole lot left to queue up. Let's go ahead and get the rest of those Diplo techs queued up. We aren't really doing anything with stealth. These will all take a while. I guess we can go back and, whatever. It'll be fine. Still some old weapon techs here we can churn out. We should take that planet pretty quickly. We're not jump locked anymore because we already destroyed the gravity well. Alright, the invasion has begun. This will be easy peasy. Right, let's build that up, and then I think what we have to do is terraforming our planets. That's just gonna make things better. Let's do by revenue, and then let's do requires terraforming. Right, we are always scour, and then let's build that up. And I know it's just about to do the terraforming, but I want to load troops up, get that all set. All right, now let's go back to our planet screen. We are requires terraforming. Right, let's go ahead and build these everywhere we can. That's just going to make things better in the long run. And this is a bit of a long haul game at this point. I mean, I very likely can't do all of them, but I do want to get, at least a couple under the belt here. I'll eventually do all or as many of them as I can. But at least the ones that generate the most money will have the most benefit by terraforming, so it just makes sense. All right, that should be enough for now. I don't want to go too deep into the negative. Let's go to this new planet, get that started. Still got those colonizations happening, which is fantastic. Definitely want to take as many of these places over as we can. And we're not saddled with war weirdness anymore, and we are actually quite positive on the cash flow at the moment. So I certainly don't mind if they end up declaring war on us because of all these invasions we're doing. That so be it. It'll be fine. I think I already have these probably flagged to take them over. All right, let us get attack fleet 2 all up in them guts and try to take this system out. And I'm just going to move system by system, just one at a time. Take this over. We already have, these are us, I'm pretty sure. And then that's us now. So if I could take this, that'll connect all these together. And then come down here, take this, their capital and that. And that should give us most of this territory. And then we could take these guys out, try to merge everything together in this area. And then deal with just these little bits everywhere that are stuck in the nebula. I hate going to the nebula because it just takes forever. But it's fine. It's not that big of a deal. Oh, hello. I mean, did we not already have that stuff? Whatever. It's fine. All right, looks like we are over here and engaging in some shenanigans against this planet, which is fine. We got to destroy all these buildings. I kind of want to just say to bombard this planet. And then everything else will get destroyed by our ships that are flying around, which is perfectly fine. All the shuttles. Let's go ahead and build that. Plenty of bombers. A lot of troops here to destroy too. Be really good to take out this planet because there's a fair amount of troops. If we could just bombard them all and take them out, that's great. But it also prevents them from being able to load them up and land them on one of our planets, which is the bigger thing. Yeah, I'm guessing our little fighters are going to be flying over here to take this stuff out. That does appear to be the case. I don't really want to bring the bombard fleet in here until I'm confident this is all cleared out. Well, there goes one. The other one is not far behind. There it goes. Oh, the defense fleet jumped in over here. Well, that'll be the next one to go anyway. It's a pretty brutal hit to their economy too. Like, this planet was making them 145k, and it's gonna drop by a very significant amount. Well, ultimately 0 because I'm gonna take it over, but ooh, that's a new resource. Looks like there's a fair amount of colony ships being constructed to land on all these colonies that I've indicated. There are some of the bombard fleet has arrived. It's actually a fair amount of it. So we should see a pretty big leap on these things getting destroyed as those ships get in range. It's just clearing it out. Hopefully the next big volley takes out the shield and we can just invade next. That would be great. I'm just going to tell them to jump in and attack, even though I don't think we're actually truly ready for that yet. Hopefully we see that next wave of bombardment coming soon. It's happening. I mean, see a couple buildings taking damage, but hasn't quite gotten to the point we want yet. I'm going to tell them to bombard it too, just to get them in the system, but not actually try to invade it yet. At this point, our cash flow is still going up, even though we're taking over planets and colonizing. Ooh, hello. Pause. All right, we have reached that point. All right, now we definitely want to attack. Although you guys can stop, and you guys can stop. Put you back on automatic for time being. Now, what do you want? You're gonna give me the galaxy if I give you some of your admirals back. That's fine. Little galaxy map. Nothing wrong with that. All right, this is a fairly large population planet, so the invasion will obviously go fine because they have no defenses anymore, but it's still a lot of population. I do need to top off Attack Fleet 4. I don't know what exactly is going on there, but all the heavy destroyers keep going away. I wonder if it's like upgrading them and then it's kicking them out of the fleet because they're the wrong type. That's my guess. Because I don't think I set that correctly when in the ship designer. I'm actually going to go into that and look real quick. Where's that at? Destroyer bomb 2. I just want to go in there, make sure they're not set to update to anything else. Yeah, for hull, I think is what we want to set it at, right? So it doesn't upgrade to anything else. All right, these ships should be starting to land now. If you let it do it automatically, the Vanguard always gets messed up. If you want to be more efficient, you should get all your ships to surround the planet first and then trigger the attack, because then they'll all send all the troops at the same time, and it offsets the effect of the initial troops being the only one to get the brunt of it. Pretty sure a new colony kicked off somewhere in that mix, but that's all right. It'll eventually build what it needs to build automatically. Okay, there we go. A little bit of scouring. Build up that facility just to keep everybody a little bit happier. Of course, it's going to be super negative for a while. Assist the defense fleet. Let's go ahead and bombard this. Let's get the bombard fleet over there too, because we already destroyed all the defenses around this planet, so should be no problem. Once we take that out, we'll just send the invasion fleet over and go to town again. So you boys are over here. We're gonna scoop up all the troops that we can. Get you prepped and ready for the next one. Although, these guys could definitely... like, you could load up more troops if you wanted to. Our troop count has definitely gone up more. And realistically, I don't have to be doing this one at a time. I should be sending multiple fleets to multiple planets. But that's all right. For now, I only have one bombard planet, or one bombard fleet, and I just wanted to test that out first. See how effective it was at actually softening up the defenses of these planets. So now I just have the bombard fleet attacking over here. What I could do is get some other fleets coming over here. Why don't you guys come on over here and start bombarding this planet, and maybe get those other attack fleets come down here and start bombarding the capital. That would be... Guessing this is the actual capital. It definitely is. Alright, we are gonna bombard the heck out of that. And then we could always send... We could always send other invasion fleets over. It doesn't have to be the number 3 all the time. Let's try to zoom in here. It's getting a little lag. Alright. Let's go ahead and stop these guys and then get these guys up over here. I'm gonna manually send them over here. Critical failure? No. Don't do that. Alright, not everybody got scooped up, but that's fine. More will be freed up once this this is done. There they go. Now they should land in relatively close proximity to the planet. Okay, if everybody jumps in right next to it, then when we go to attack, it should just immediately land. See, look at how quickly it landed all those troops. And then we're just gonna destroy them without anything ever taking any meaningful damage because we're overwhelming them right from the get-go. Yeah, I would really love if the AI did that and I didn't have to manually do that, but here's where we are. Okay, we boarded that. We're invading there. We knew that. That's just pirates. It looks like we're doing a lot of building. Yes, we always scour the colony. Go ahead and load these guys back up. Queue up the next thing. Yeah, these are all... They should scrap themselves. Got a couple new generals out of all that. Alright, we're over here starting to bombard this planet. All of our ships are still jumping in, though. We're not quite there yet. Alright, these guys aren't any sort of meaningful threat over here. It looks like we're mostly hopping away at this point, because I sent them down to the other planet. We're definitely still cash positive by quite a bit, but we were at 1.5 mil and now we're at 915k. So it's going down because we have all these planets that are now generating negative income when we take them over. We just have to be mindful of when to kind of take a pause from this and make sure the economy keeps up with the pace of what we're doing. So I don't think, given the situation I'm dealing with right now, that I am gonna have enough time to wait for all of this to be taken as well this episode, but we are making some pretty good progress overall. The bombard fleet is definitely proving its worth. It really, especially now that it's getting filled out, it's really helping with just jumping in and blasting a planet quickly down so that we can get that invasion fleet in and start taking it over. It will be nice once we get this all done, because that will take over this whole area. And then I think we can refocus on the United Talos group and try to take... They only have a couple colonies. So 1, 2, 3, 4. They might have like a couple in there. Like some of these systems might have 2 or 3 planets. But I think this is all they really have, is probably these couple spots here. So if I can wipe them out and in the process continue taking over these more Talons, that would be awesome, because they are a pain in my butt. And they're down to 16 colonies, so we've taken over 4 of theirs. Haspis is definitely the power to contend with right now. Their population is ridiculously high compared to mine. It's like more than double the size of ours. They have more colonies than us. Their cash flow is way higher than us. Their resource and their military power is 5 times the size of ours. So that's kind of like the big boss of the game that we are ultimately now going to have to take out in the end. The problem is I'm pretty far away from being able to do any meaningful damage to them. and they're continuing to grow by taking over. They're at war with pretty much everyone, so they're taking over these planets, and they're taking over some of these brown planets from the Kuristal Corporation. You know, they're still duking it out. They're weak, very weak, and I would love to go back to war with them and continue taking them over at some point in the relatively near future, but that's kind of where we are right now. So let me just see where I'm leaving off here, because we did start really bombarding this planet, and there's a lot of ships over here. I guess we just kind of just arrived and started doing that, so that'll be fine to wait to the next episode. Let's take a look at the victory screen. I just want to see where we're at. So we are now in second place, but it is a pretty distant second compared to these guys. I do have to worry about them hitting this threshold, not immediately, but they're getting up there. You know, they have 51%, and we're only at 30%. So I still think my focus is in the right spot. We take over these two guys and knock them out. We take over the Kuristal Corporation, knock them out, and then I think we team up with the. I don't think we pivot and try to take them out. I think we gang up on the Haspis Junction Guild at that point, because they can be distracted being at war with those other guys. Their fleets are going to be occupied, and I'll be able to like kind of sneak around the back of their empire and start raiding some of those edge planets. So I kind of think that's the next step, is just finishing these guys off, and then going after wiping these guys out, and then going after these guys next, just going right for the top. So I kind of think that's the plan right now. We'll see how it actually plays out in practice, but thank you for watching. If you liked the video, hit the thumbs up, subscribe to the channel to see more content in the future. We'll catch you in the next one. Thanks for watching.